Welcome to Friend or Foe. I'm Kennedy, your navigator through the quagmire of questions. And in a moment, these three players will have to choose between these potential partners. Three people who they've never met, never spoken to, never even mistaken for an old chum. Together, these new teammates will move through a world of trust, knowledge, and betrayal. They'll work together to build a trust fund and ultimately decide whether to share the money as friends or fight over it as foes here on Friend or Foe. It is now time to meet our three players. Our first player is Candace.
I'm an office manager. I used to live in Aspen, and I love to ski.
It could have been all downhill for Candace after she wrecked her mother's car, but instead she pretended she'd been in a hit-and-run accident. Ice woman. Next we have Mike.
I work in advertising, enjoy playing with my 2-year-old daughter, and do stand-up comedy.
But Mike's not such a stand-up guy. He used to work at the carnival, where he convinced people to play rigged games. I knew it! And finally, there's Holly.
I'm a former sales clerk, and I like numerology and watching Buffy.
And get this, Holly watches her favorite shows while sitting on a chair she stole from the boss that fired her. Oh, well, we've met our three players, and now it's time to meet their potential partners. Your first potential partner is Eric.
I'm a writer. I enjoy golf and writing fiction.
Yeah, he's a piece of fiction, all right. Eric claims he's never lied in any of his relationships. Yeah, right. Next, there's Angela.
I am a cosmetic consultant. I enjoy decorating my home and fine dining.
But Angela must also like buffets. She once told her boss that she had a death in the family so she could hang out in Vegas. All right, scratch the belt. And finally, you have James.
I'm a student from New Orleans. I enjoy making pizza and taking care of my fish aquarium.
But it was the story James told to his parents that was fishy. He said he got good grades at school when he was actually on academic probation. Well, players, those are your choices, and now it's time to pick your partners. Candace, who did you choose?
I chose Angela.
Ooh, what about you, Mike? Who did you select?
I chose Eric.
Strapping. How about you, Holly?
I chose James.
Well, there you go. Our teams have been formed, and that means the test of knowledge and of trust is about to begin when we return to Friend or Foe.
Life 360 is one payment for all these services. I don't have to worry about anything else.
We have roadside assistance,
crash detection, and emergency dispatch,
identity theft protection, and medical assistance.
Life 360 has so many features. If I was paying separately, I'd be paying a fortune for everything they cover under one membership.
You'll be like, how come they don't even charge for all these features?
You have a one-stop shop, and it just makes it easier.
I think what we keep saying is the peace of mind, and there's no price you can put on that.
Copper bag slow, you would never see that. Use the trap dough.
That's half the fun of a new house, seeing what people left behind in the attic.
Well, saving on homeowners insurance with Geico's help was pretty fun, too.
Oh, it's a tiny dancer.
Well, they left a ton of stuff up here.
Well, enjoy your house.
Nope. No, thank you.
Geico could help you save on homeowners and renters insurance.
friend or foe. Our three teams are now in game position, and their stations have been specially wired so they can all hear the sound of my voice. How's everybody doing in there? Good. All right, looking good, sounding good. I'm going to put $200 in each of your trust funds. It's just a little salute to my friends here on Friend or Foe. In this round, there are 4 questions worth $500 each. Both team members must agree on the answer and lock it in at the same time in order to score. You'll have 15 seconds for each question. You guys ready for your first question of round 1?
Go.
So am I. Here we go. According to the American Kennel Club, which of these breeds ain't nothing but a hound dog? Beagle, Poodle, Collie, or Dalmatian? And begin.
I think it's a beagle.
I do too.
All right, let's lock it in.
A hound would be a beagle because a poodle is like a toy, a collie is a herding, and a Dalmatian
Well,
is
I'm
just
gonna go
a
with you
show.
because I have no idea. Beagle.
Let's do A, baby.
Dalmatian, I don't think so. I think it's Beagle.
Okay.
All right, time's up. Oh, Candace and Angela, you guys ran out of time before you could lock in an answer. Sorry about that. But look at you, Mike and Eric. You guys picked Beagle, and Holly and James also picked Beagle. And the correct answer is Beagle. All right, next question. In which of these movies might the dancers be doing turtles and windmills? The Cotton Club, Breakin', Billy Elliot, or Strictly Ballroom? And begin.
I think it's breaking.
Breaking?
I'm not a big breakdancing fan, but I think the windmill is a breaking move.
Yeah, I couldn't have a clue, so I'll go with you.
Breaking.
I say Breakin'.
Okay.
Breaking?
Breaking.
Yeah.
All right, our 3 teams have locked in. Candace, you and Angela think it might be Breakin'. Well, look at that. Mike and Eric also said Breakin'. Holly and James, it's a threesome. You guys guessed Breakin'. And the correct answer is Breakin'.
Yeah!
All right, here's your next question. Everyone's looking alive now. According to the National Review, which country's population has the longest life expectancy worldwide? Japan, the United States, China, or Sweden? And begin.
I think it's Japan.
Japan?
I think so.
Okay, it's Japan because they did this study.
Definitely?
Yeah, definitely on the fish and how much fish they eat and how low carbohydrates.
You sound
low
pretty
fat.
confident.
I am
Japan.
like 100%, bud.
Japan.
I say Japan or
Okay,
China.
Japan.
Japan?
If you want Japan. Okay.
All right, our 3 teams have locked in. Candace, you and Angela said Japan. Mike, you and Eric also said Japan. Holly and James said Japan. And the correct answer is Japan. In Japan, you'll live forever. Or at least it'll feel like forever. All right, here's your final question of this round. And it looks like we have 2 teams in front. Holly and James, you have $1,700 in your trust fund. Mike and Eric, you also have $1,700, but Candace, you and Angela, you have $1,200. Still time to catch up with this last question. During the OJ trial, which of these talk show hosts told CNN, if we had God booked and OJ was available, we'd move God? Was it Bill Maher, Larry King, Howard Stern, or Dennis Miller? And begin.
Howard Stern would say something like that.
Or Dennis Miller, one or the other.
Okay.
Dennis
Which one?
Miller?
Okay.
Bill Maher.
Probably Bill Maher.
You want to go Bill Maher?
Yeah.
He says controversial stuff all the time.
Yes.
Larry King.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, our 3 teams have locked in. Candace, you and Angela think it was Dennis Miller. Mike and Eric say it was Bill Maher. Holly, you and James guessed Larry King. And the correct answer, Larry King. Because God's wrath ain't nothing compared to OJ's. And guess what that means? Holly and James, you guys are moving into the next round with $2,200 in your trust fund. Very nicely done. Guess what? Mike and Eric, you're also moving on to round 2 because you have $1,700. Oh, no. Candace and Angela, you have the least amount in your trust fund. That means you are eliminated from the game, but you can split the trust fund as friends, or you can go home with nothing as foes. You're walking over to the trust box. We have arrived at our final test of trust. Angela, Candace, I don't know if you know your options, so I'm going to give you them. Inside this trust box, you each have a button which you will use to determine friend or foe. That's how you divvy up the trust fund. If you both go friend, you split your earnings, each taking $600. However, if one goes friend and the other goes foe, foe takes the entire $1,200, friend gets nothing. But there's a third option. You both go foe, you don't get anything. You both walk out of here empty-handed, and we all cry and sing Kumbaya. So, let's think about this for a little bit. Candace here loves to ski, but if she takes the trust fund, is she going to be the next big mogul? And is Angela the cosmetics consultant about to give your bank account a total makeover. Well, I'm going to give you each a moment to tell the other why they should trust you. Candace, you go first.
Well, I think we made a really good team, and I know we would have gone all the way if we would have answered that first question. So let's go all the way.
As friends?
As friends.
What do you think, Angela?
I think it was a great game, and I agree about the first question, and I feel like I'm trustworthy, so.
All right, why don't you each slide a hand inside the trust box? It's time to choose friend or foe. $1,200's up for grabs. Place your hands on the table. Your decision has been locked. So what do you think? Can you trust her?
I don't know.
Oh, no. Angela, do you think you made the right decision hearing that?
I don't know.
Well, let's see. Who's friend, who's a foe? You went friend and you went foe.
Oh, I feel terrible.
Oh, see, they all say, though, I feel so bad. I took all your money. Should have thought about that before you voted. Huh, Candace? Angela, what do you have to say?
Kumbaya.
I guess so. Let's break out the guitars, because two teams remain. Will they end up in love, or will they throw pots and pans at each other and boil rabbits? Who knows? We'll have to find out when we return to Friend or Foe.
So what I'm saying is people like options. I mean, you take Geico. You can call them anytime you feel like saving money. It don't matter, day or night. Use your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, whatever. The point is, you have options. Ah, how convenient. Oi, crab cakes. What are you looking at?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Round two of Friend or Foe. Our friends Mike and Eric are trailing. They've got $1,700 in their trust fund behind Holly and James, who have $2,200. But in this round, anything can happen because we double the value of each question to $1,000. You guys ready to play round two? Oh, yeah. All right, here's your first question. Woody Harrelson is a vegan. Which of these foods would Woody eat? Fried calamari, couscous, frittata, or chili con queso? And begin.
Vegan. It means no cheese, no animal product at all, which means no meat. And calamari is a meat, so no calamari, I'm positive.
That's the first one?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Couscous is kind of a rice dish, isn't it?
No animal, no dairy? I don't know.
Ooh, dairy.
I don't know. We got to pick one on couscous.
Let's do that.
All right, our two teams have locked in. Mike and Eric, you think it might be couscous. Holly, you and James think it might be fried calamari. The answer is couscous because couscous is made from wheat grain and calamari is squid. If you're vegan, you eat no animal products. Here's your next question, guys. The name of what comic strip was inspired by a Yale slang word for a good-natured fool? Was it Peanuts, Dilbert, Doonesbury, or Marmaduke? And begin.
I don't know.
Doonesbury seems like a...
The Smarter Man's comic strip?
Yeah, like an Ivy League thing.
You want to go with Doonesbury? It's a weird...
I got a better feeling about that.
All right, it's Doonesbury.
You are positive?
Yes.
This time, okay,
Yes.
Doonesbury.
Okay, go.
All right, our two teams have locked in. Mike and Eric, you say Doonesbury. Holly and James, you also say Doonesbury, but James is a little tentative this time because he knows you let him down last time, Holly. We'll see this time. The answer is Doonesbury, so you both get $1,000 for that question.
Way to make up, way to make up.
All right, here's your next one. In a Maxim magazine survey, what music did the highest percentage of women say gets them in the mood for love? Jazz, hip-hop, classic rock, or top 40, and begin.
Jazz would be the thing.
That probably sounds like the right answer to them, so let's say jazz.
I think it's jazz, though.
I think it's jazz, too.
Let's go with jazz.
All right, our two teams have locked in. Mike and Eric, you think it's jazz. Holly and James, you also say jazz. The answer is classic rock.
Oh.
Who doesn't like a little butt rock before they get their butt rocking?
Oh.
Heading into your fourth and final question, Mike and Eric are ahead with $500 more than Holly and James. You guys have $3,200. They have $3,700. This one's worth $1,000. At a Las Vegas casino, you roll the dice and get a 2 and a 5. What numbers are on the bottom faces of the die? 1 and 4, 5 and 2, 3 and 6, or 1 and 6? And begin.
They add up to 7.
Are they the opposite?
On opposite sides.
So they're 1 and 6
so
or
2 and 5
or
would
5
have
and
to be
6.
2 and 5.
Or 1 and 6.
5 and 2.
5 and 2.
I'm certain.
I'm thinking 5 and 2.
Let's do it.
All right, our two teams have locked in. Mike and Eric, you say 5 and 2. Holly and James, you also say 5 and 2. The correct answer? It's 5 and 2. That means Mike and Eric, you guys are going into the final round with $4,700. Holly and James, you guys got that one right, but it wasn't quite enough. You have $4,200, which is a lot of money. You guys have to split up as friend or foe. You decide. You're the next. Come into the trust box. James and Holly, welcome to the trust box. You all know your options. Your trust fund is worth $4,200. However, before you make that decision in your head, let's think about this for a second. Holly here stole a chair from her boss. Is she really a stand-up person? And James. James likes to make pizza. But is he ready to give you a piece of the pie? I don't know. I'm going to give each of you a moment to speak your mind. Young Holly, you go first.
James, you like making pizza. I like eating pizza. You know, you're a student, I'm going back to school, and I know one more thing we do have in common. We're both trustworthy.
And sexy. All right, James, what do you have to say?
Well, me and Holly, we had pretty good chemistry in the booth. She answered a couple, I answered a couple. I'm a college student, like she said. I would much rather have some money than no money. I'm voting a split.
All right, but if someone was going to vote foe, would you want them to have all the money, or would you want them to have no money?
That's how the game goes.
He didn't answer. All right, you both have had your say. Each of you slip a hand inside the trust box. It's time to choose friend or foe. All right, please take your hands out. Your decision has been made, and it is locked. $4,200 is on the line, and let's see what you guys have decided to do with all that money. We're about to find out who's a friend and who's a foe. They both have gone friend. That means everyone's getting $2,100. I can feel the love tonight here.
I was so scared you were going to go foe because I messed up the calamari.
Oh, calamari. Hey, you got plenty of money to buy as much calamari as you want for you and Woody Harrelson. When we return, Money and Alliances will be on the line as our two remaining players go for the big money and then go mano a mano to determine if they're friend or foe. Let's all clap. Woo! Yes.
Set your goals as high as your standards. Because where you work out matters less than how you recover after. Recover with the world's best-selling whey protein powder.
That's half the fun of a new house, seeing what people left behind in the attic.
Well, saving on homeowners insurance with Geico's help was pretty fun, too.
Oh, it's a tiny dancer.
Well, they left a ton of stuff up here.
Well, enjoy your house.
Nope. No, thank you.
Geico could help you save on homeowners and renters insurance.
We are back with our final round of friend or foe, and look at Mike and Eric. You guys have $4,700 in that trust fund of yours. Now you get a chance to earn thousands more. All you cats have to do is answer 10 questions correctly Each correct answer gives you $500. Every wrong answer gets you a strike. 3 strikes and the round is over. However, if you guys get all 10 out of 10, we will double the entire amount of money in your trust fund for a grand total of $19,400. Not bad. 60 seconds, 10 questions. Take a deep breath, because it's time to play right or wrong. Russian or Swedish? Absolute vodka.
Russian.
Russian.
Wrong. Ants or A Bug's Life features the voice of Woody Allen.
Ants.
Ants.
Right. Captain Kangaroo or Mr. Rogers? Friend of Mr. Green Jeans.
Kangaroo.
Right. Male or female? Lion with a mane.
Male.
Right. Heart or Diamond? Suicide King.
I'd say heart.
Heart.
Right. Fish or mammal? Seahorse.
Fish.
Fish.
Right. Tendon or ligament connects muscle to bone.
Ligament.
Ligament.
Wrong.
Oh.
6 or 7, number of continents.
7.
7 continents.
Right. Bolo or bow tie? Pee Wee Herman's neckwear.
Bow tie.
Bow tie.
Right. Pachyderm or palindrome? Elephant.
Pachyderm.
Pachyderm, yeah.
Right. Congratulations, you guys. The round is over, but you did get 8 out of 10 questions correct, which means we're putting another $4,000 into your trust fund for a total of $8,700. Nice work. Well, you missed 2 questions in there, but there's 1 question you guys have to answer. We're going to go friend or foe. You're the last to decide, so please come on down to the trust box. We have arrived at our final test of trust. Eric, Mike, you guys know your options, so let's talk about this. Mike here used to work at carnivals, but if he goes foe, are you going to be the freak? And Eric, he's a golfer. Is he going to do this the fair way, or is he going to leave you in the rough? Well, I'm going to give you each some sacred time to make your case to your teammates, starting with you. Mike, go first.
Eric, we worked well together. Both answered a lot of the questions. A bigger pot's easier to split, I think, and I've got a little daughter to send through college, so I think the best bet is an even split.
Wouldn't it be better for you if you took all that money, you went phone, took all the money for your daughter to go to college? Otherwise, you're going to have to go to community college. Which is fine, eh? I'm not knocking community college.
Well, maybe a state college would be good.
Yeah, $8,000. What do you think, Eric?
Hey, we both came here with nothing. I think it'd be a good idea to leave with something. You're right, it is a big pot. I'm not gonna lie, I've gone through an unemployed stage. I could use the money. I could use all the money, but we worked very well together.
Why don't you take all the money, Eric? Get a new set of tailor-mades, go to Hawaii, play Princeville? I know how you think. Moment of truth is at hand, gentlemen. Please, each of you take a hand, slip it inside the trust box. It's time to choose friend or foe. Time's up. Your decision is locked. Please take the hands out, place them on the table. $8,700 is up for grabs. Eric, let's find out if you're a friend or a foe. Oh, you went foe. That means either you're taking home $8,700 all for yourself for those new clubs, or you're taking home nothing. Now, Mike, let's see if you're a friend or a foe. And it looks like you went foe too! Oh, you guys! You let all that money slip away. Where'd the trust go?
Bad strategy.
I'm speechless. Well, I came with nothing, I'll leave with nothing, I guess.
Yeah.
Man.
Looks like gas money.
Well, if I needed to chump around the house, I'd hire you, Eric. Well, thank you both for joining us. You did play a great game, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time on The Game, where knowledge can make you money, and money can make you a friend or foe.